But we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Good start. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
11, Thomas.
Again, it's Mixon.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
11 empty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And some room to work. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Back to Mixon on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bengals hit 12-1 now to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pick. Fourth and 1.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or you have to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And now look at him go. He's at the 50.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
11 Thomas.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On one, ready?
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
11.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
11 Thomas. 11. 11.
Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good job, Jacob. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Now back to throw.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw again. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact wrong time there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
On one, ready?
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
11, 11. 11 MT, take. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mixon with a first down carry.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
11, 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
11 MT paint. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Mixon will try the right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Here we go.
From the 9, second and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible
11
touchdown.
mighty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is brought in by Gibson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Mixing up the middle.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Mixon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
McPherson now for the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He sets to fire deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. He'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Sanders on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Dolphins 14. Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the 2nd half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Glad to put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
2 yards on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, and now he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On 1, ready? 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return,
and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Well, this was a very close ball game